Hello people, Edwin Learned here to discuss Virgo Rising in this YouTube video segment of my rising signs that I'm currently working on. Virgo Rising, let's say I'm going to start out with the appearance. Virgo Rising generally tends to be slender in build, can be of medium height to tall stature, generally dark hair. Features, appear somewhat animated, but I say, as far as the eyes go, less mobile than, say, a Sun in Gemini or Gemini Rising, for example. Say the features also with Virgo tend to be delicate, and they're very, and the eyes can often be fairly small. Face, I'd say, about, just kind of a regular, oval face, not really. It's not necessarily a very a round face or elongated type head, just basically kind of a normal average size in terms of shape, and the body tends to be, as far as limbs, I'd say fairly proportionate. And as far as complexion, Virgo sometimes can be somewhat, swarthy or dark complexion, sometimes a little, they can be fairer and have maybe a little ruddiness in their face. And also, as far as other mannerisms, they tend to have a quick walk and can have a pensive or doubtful expression on the face. They continue with, as far as Virgo Rising personality, characteristics and traits. Virgo Rising can be very, analytical, very good as far as details go, I would say, and very good, intellectual prowess and ability. When in school, Virgo Rising people can be known for, being very punctual and timely, and because they're studious, often excel well scholastically. In contrast to a Gemini Rising, Virgo is, I would kind of look at them as more as the pragmatic or practical version of a Gemini Rising. Gemini Rising kind of darts from one subject to another, and while a Virgo Rising can be probably more consistent with subject matter and is more about analysis as far as mentally how they operate. And while as Gemini is just very, very quick thinking and, I guess we could say, quick-witted, and have very quick responses to things. Say as far as personality attributes for somebody with Virgo Rising, also are, despite being a mutable sign, they can be, loyal friends and very consistent with their behavior patterns. There's something very reliable about Virgo. They can have a proclivity to worry sometimes, and as I had stated, they are, you can look for a pensive or doubtful expression on a Virgo Rising's face, and you'll find it more often than maybe connected with other rising signs. Virgo Rising also, besides being timely, they are, like I said, about being reliable, and there's just something about them where you could expect them to be at a certain place at a certain time, and often very hard-working. They come across as very industrious people, and sometimes are often, workaholics or work fiends, I guess you could say. As far as we could say, as far as vocations for Virgo Rising people, I would say anything connected with detail or anything that requires them studying, being studious, intellectual ability, where an analysis would take place. Those fields could be good for them. Even anything scientific, because they tend to gravitate toward intellectual vocations. I mean, you could say they could do anything scientific. It could be biology, chemistry. Computer programming is something that involves inordinate detail, so that would be another vocation which we could say is apropos for a Virgo Rising person. let's say, I would basically, some, as far as the, Virgo rising people, is that they are, dutiful workers, and usually it's similar to Taurus rising. If you give them something to do, they will finish it. Basically, that they're capable, and you can count on them to finish something once they started it. I like to say some famous people that have Virgo rising. I believe illusionist David Copperfield has Virgo rising. We have singer Engelbert Humperdinck, who has some, his sun sign is in Taurus. He projects some, I guess, Taurus, qualities and characteristics. He does have kind of like, at least when he was younger, darker, wavy hair, somewhat. And I've had some, friends with the Virgo rising as well, and there was always something about them that was just, very Virgo. There's something about the fussy bachelors that, they exhibit some persnickety habits, and which we like to, which are basically associated with the sign Virgo. And since the rising sign is what is more readily or easily projected, they did have very strong, obviously Virgo characteristics and traits. Well, people, that is it for the Virgo rising segment. Stay tuned next time, and I will have my dissertation and interpretation on Libra rising.